Nowadays, we use our phones to do everything, not just to stay in touch, but also to take pictures, shoot videos, find our way around, record audio notes, and run a bunch of apps for just about anything you can think of. Smartphones have become a part of the daily workflow in all sorts of jobs, and filmmaking is no different. A lot of my filmmaking equipment now can be controlled by phone apps, from POV cameras like the GoPro, to teleprompters, motion time-lapse rigs, cable cams, drones, camera lights, etc. And I take my phone with me on pretty much every shoot I go on. Unfortunately for my phones though, the type of filmmaking I do is pretty tough on gear and involves working in some very phone-unfriendly places. I've had filming assignments in the Arctic and snow and freezing cold conditions, other shoots in the heat and dust of Australia and Africa, in the mountains of Alaska and New Zealand, and on remote South Pacific islands. My gear has to be able to handle mud, rain, snow, and travel by dog sled, on snow machine, horseback, four-wheel drive, kayak, and a ton of times on boats where salt spray is always a problem. I've lost count of the number of phones I've drowned or broken while on film shoots. So when my last iPhone died, I started hunting for a bomb-proof smartphone that would really last, and I discovered Blackview. Blackview phones are renowned for their toughness, and after seeing the extreme tests they have been put through, I thought I'd give one a try and bought a BV9900, which is one of their top models. This model is waterproof and shockproof. It comes standard with Gorilla Glass, can operate from 55 degrees Celsius down to -30 when it's in ice mode, and it has a 48 megapixel camera. It also has 256 gig of storage, which means not having to be stingy with what apps you load on or how many images you store on your phone. Like I said, a lot of my filmmaking equipment now is app-based. I use my phone as a drone screen when I'm traveling light, so I have the DJI app loaded, but I also run apps for my Myops camera trigger, Syrup time-lapse gear, LoomCube lights, GoPros, Panasonic cameras, Viral light cable camera, teleprompter, etc. This model takes 2 SIM cards, which is really handy for travel, and has a big 4380 milliamp long life battery, which gives me a couple of days of heavy use at least. As I said, the BV9900 also has a very impressive camera. Up until now, I've really bothered taking photos with the phone, as the quality of most phone cameras is usually pretty average. But the 48 megapixel Sony camera on this Blackview produces some awesome images, and I'm starting to use it all the time now. It has a 120 degree wide angle lens, a built-in macro lens, and shoots pretty decent video. The 9900 also has some interesting sensors built in, including a heart rate monitor, a UV sensor, and even an air quality sensor. The ones I find more useful though are the barometer, the gradienter, sound meter, and compass. And the leveler is handy for checking tripod and slider setups. For me though, the best thing about my Blackview phone is that it's bomb-proof. I can drop it, get it wet, take it with me on remote location shoots in any kind of conditions, from rain and snow to travel by boat, small plane, helicopter or four-wheel drive, and not worry about it, even when my gear is being rattled and bashed around. It'll run all the apps I need for my filmmaking equipment, and I can put it down anywhere knowing that when I pick it up, it's always going to work. Having used it for 4 months now, I can honestly say that this is the best smartphone I've ever owned, and I'm a Blackview convert. If you need a tough, reliable phone for work or play, grab yourself a Blackview. They do everything you need with no fuss, they're well priced, and there's a bunch of different models to choose from, all equally tough.